First, let me introduce myself. My name is Afkar and I'm a part of the Telkom Digital Talent Incubator 2020 and enrolled in the Scrum Master skill set. In this part 2 of 3 videos, I'm going to explain briefly what are the 3 Scrum artifacts.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Artifacts are usually referred by the archaeologist as an object made by a human. It originates from the Latin phrase artefactum, which means something made with skill. Therefore, we can say that it's a tool made by us to help make our work easier. Scrum artifacts exist to provide us with transparency to our work and value added with opportunity for evaluation and also adaptation. The first artifacts in Scrum is a product backlog. So, what is a product backlog, you might be asking? The product backlog is a list of items needed in the product and is prioritized. The product owner is responsible for the content, availability, and also ordering of the product backlog. The list of requirements on the backlog is then picked by the development team to then get worked on. The product backlog is not a simple list. It's very dynamic. It evolves every time as the owner and the dev team discovers new information about the work. The items with high priority level gets at the top, and the lower priority level gets to the bottom, and it gradually gets to the top as the team finds new information about the product. The second artifact is a sprint backlog. Different to a product backlog, a sprint backlog can be seen as a plan to attack or build the product increment. It can be considered as a subset of the product backlog, on which the team then work on for a specific amount of time. The items from the product backlog get selected into the smaller sprints on a sprint planning meeting. The plan in a sprint planning meeting doesn't need to be detailed, as long as the team knows what they're going to work on and who they're going to work with. The third and last artifact is the product increment. The product increment is the sum of all the product backlog items completed during a sprint and the value of the increments of all previous sprints. At the end of a sprint, the new increment must be defined done, which means it must be in usable condition and meet the Scrum team's definition of done. The increment must be in usable condition regardless of whether the product owner decides to use it or not. So those are the 3 artifacts in Scrum. Leave a comment in the video below.